And good move by Gretorp. Going to go ahead and put down spider mines here to prevent LighT from taking that expansion right off the bat. I don't think LighT is going to be able to have the resources to do that, though. And here's the defense here. Commentator going to be finishing up here in just a few more seconds. And we're probably going to be seeing a drop here up on the high ground. That's the only reason why he'd be picking up a siege tank, is he's going to try to drop on the high ground up here. And the thing about this position that is different than all the other positions, like there's high ground. Well, even this high ground is best for Terran, because he can hit the a lot more of the mineral line. But even this position, a siege tank right there can hit these 3 patches of minerals on the low ground, not to mention the Vespene gas. And there's that siege tank. He's going to siege up a little ways behind, though. He's just going to pick off that assimilator, and then he might try to slowly inch his way forward and start picking off probes at the mineral line. Dragoon doing what they do best, dying to siege tank fire. Going to go ahead and get slaughtered there. And LighT going to go ahead and pull all of his probes off the mineral patches here. His probes are not in any threat at the moment due to the position of the siege tank. He can keep mining those minerals, or at least keep mining from these 5 mineral patches. Doesn't necessarily have to pull back all of his probes, but he's going to go ahead and take the 5 o'clock location for himself and start expanding there. Ouch! Ooh, 1 spider mine nails 3 dragoons. Those dragoons were already hurt from before in earlier battles of vultures and spider mines. Took that one last hit, and LighT loses 3 dragoons there. Unable to. He looks like he was trying to come around here, trying to harass the siege tank from the low ground over here. Not going to be able to do that. Now he's got a few more dragoons. He's going to try to do it now, but boy, I just don't. Oh, he is going to be close enough, but just barely. Only 1 dragoon is going to be in range to attack the siege tank. Maybe 2 dragoons. Yeah, and now LighT. Boy, he just keeps missing that siege tank. Really ineffective way of trying to deal with that siege tank attack from the low ground. He's got the facility just now starting the shuttle. And he is mining from the natural expansion a little bit. 5 o'clock location has been spotted out by vultures and Gretorp, just massing up behind the lines here. LighT sees it, but not too much you can do about it. More dragoons being picked off by vultures, and more vultures coming in to harass LighT. LighT just not able to keep it together this game. He's just really being picked apart by Gretorp with his with that vulture micro and the vulture drops that came in earlier. Pylon not going to be cancelled, and it will be destroyed. Gretorp in the meantime putting down more factories. He's going to be doing a timing push. Probably when he hits about 100 food. I mean, he's really close. He really could push out right about now and probably overwhelm LighT. LighT is only at 72. Does a DT drop, picks off the tanks and the vultures on the high ground there. But Gretorp did a good job with the siege tank. Prevented LighT from utilizing his second gas. Prevented LighT from mining at the natural expansion. Gretorp going to go ahead and sacrifice these vultures to pick off more probes, and that's just going to further cause LighT to spin downward in an economical spiral. Just can't keep up economically because of all the damage that's been done to his economy. Gretorp having this expansion down here, trying to have a hidden expansion. You can see LighT looking around for a third, doesn't see it, but Gretorp going to just do this hidden expand down here at the bottom left hand corner. Might work for him if LighT doesn't scout around for it. I think LighT has other pressing issues at the mine, which is trying to get his econ going again. And here comes Gretorp hitting 100 food. He's on his way over, and if really LighT does not have the forces to prepare against this. He's got a very low dragoon count, very low zealot count. Leg speed's just finishing here soon, but LighT still only at the 3 gateways, and he's climbing up into the 1k mineral range. I think really he's gotten into a psychological mindset that he can't break. I think Gretorp's actually moving out to take this third area. That's kind of interesting. He could easily do a push. He's been comp-setting around quite a bit. Oh, Goliath's coming out, going to pick off that shuttle and the observer. LighT going to go ahead and lose. I think he had High Templar in that. He did. He had High Templar and Zealots inside of that dropship, or that shuttle, I'm sorry. Lost them all. And Gretorp just playing very safe. Going to go ahead and secure yet another expansion. LighT still trying to take his own, losing a few more dragoons to spider mines, despite the observer being there. Vulture's going to come around and harass that expansion. Nexus is going to go up, but those vultures will be able to pick off the probe and harass the Nexus a little bit, forcing Louder to multitask a little bit. That could allow Gretorp to get a push set up if he so chooses to do so. Now here come the vultures. And looks like Louder's not going to worry about it right now. Gonna bring the observer back up before sending in the dragoons. Now here come the dragoons. Dun 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 dun. But really, Louder is so far behind right now. 4 base Terran to Toss just barely taking his 3rd. Oh boy, not barely. I mean, the Nexus is almost finished, but it's going to be considerably later than Gretorp, and Gretorp just playing super safe. He knows he has the lead, and he's just going to keep making sure he stays in the lead. Not going to risk pushing out too early like he did last time. Last time he pushed out just a little bit too early, and he tried to set up that mini contain in front of Louder's base on Python, and didn't work out too well. That's because obviously Louder was harassing with the Reavers, but now Gretorp just playing super safe Terran, and he's actually going to take the long way around to get to Louder's base. And Louder's going to have no idea this is coming. Looks like, yeah, Gretorp's going to siege up on this 3rd base of Louder, and Louder's going to be in a very bad position. You're going to see, yep, here comes the Spider Mines here. You can see Spider Mines here, maybe 1 or 2 tanks, probably maybe 1 tank, or maybe not, maybe just Spider Mines. That's just, well, that might be all that Gretorp needs to alert him that Louder's going to try to flank. But you set up these Spider Mines here, and wow, lots of Spider Mines. That's really going to hurt Louder if he tries to go for flank. Gretorp, he's just going to set up his push here and just push across that bridge, and because of that bottleneck, there's going to be nothing that Louder can do about it. Louder trying to take this mineral-only expansion. Unfortunately, siege tanks are going to be able to blast that baby away as well. And now here comes the push from Gretorp, and Louder, no shuttles, no arbiters. He's not going to be able to stop this at all. Look at this. Gretorp almost at 200 food already. Louder still trying to push 100. This game was over a while ago when Louder kept losing his probes to those Vulture Rage, not to mention his natural expansion being shut down by 1 siege tank for so long. There's really nothing that Louder could do at this point. Gretorp just kept playing super safe. And look, this still super safe. Lots of Spider Mines in the way, preventing Louder from pushing in on Gretorp's 3rd base here, or 4th base, depending how you look at it. Louder going to lose his army here, and meanwhile, Gretorp's just going to keep doing his push on the Protoss base. Louder trying to do a base trade is the reason why he decided to counter the main base instead of the Terran army. He knew he could not win against the Terran army in a head-to-head combat. Decided to counter, realizing that he can't get the counter in, decides to GG and give the game to Gretorp. So that leaves Gretorp as our king of the hill in the Team LighT series, Team LighT King of the Hill series. So, and just recently, I know I got these games uploaded a little bit late. I've been kind of busy, but we just had Saddest play against Gretorp, and I'm going to go ahead and get those videos uploaded tomorrow. So keep an eye out. This is PsyonicReaver. Thanks for listening.